Hi, I'm Paul from Production Expert. In this video, I'm going to record a guitar solo by using a fuzz pedal. So the reason why I'm using a fuzz pedal over a distortion pedal or an overdrive pedal is basically because a fuzz pedal is a little bit more out of control than both of those two. Now, one of the great things about a fuzz pedal as well, it just cuts through a mix, especially if you use the right settings. Now, if you look at the settings that I'm going to be using on this, I've got my volume about 12 o'clock, my tone is cranked all the way up, as these big muff pedals, they tend to be quite bassy. So if you turn the tone all the way up, it really cuts through the mix. Now the sustain's on about 1, 2 o'clock here, and I find that's the best setting for a solo. Now also with the fuzz, I find it pairs absolutely perfectly with a Gibson Les Paul. And I don't normally use a Gibson Les Paul, as I'm more of a Fender Telecaster Strat sort of guy. But I do have one just for this sort of purpose, if I really need that sort of guitar tone. Now the reason why I'm going to be using this Les Paul is because it's going to be a rock guitar solo, as I'm using the fuzz, and I really want to bring out the pick attack, and the Les Paul is perfect for that. So if I demonstrate, if I just play a little bit, this is without the fuzz pedal, this is just with the overdrive on the amp. So due to the way that the Les Paul is made and the pickups, you can really hear all the pick attack, and that's really what I'm looking for this solo. So let's record the solo. Let's have a quick look on how I mic'd up the cabinet. As you can see here, I've got a Shure SM7B, which I much prefer on guitar cabs to SM57s. And I'll be doing a video soon on different mics on different guitar cabs, so keep an eye out for that. I'm also using a CAD E100, which I don't think they make anymore. And they're relatively inexpensive, but it's a great mic for all sorts of guitar work. And even though it's quite hard to see, both of these diaphragms on the mics are lined up so I don't get any phase issues. But let's get back to the track. Okay, now we've recorded the guitar. Now I just want to make it fit in the mix a little bit better. But let's have a quick listen to what we've actually recorded. I'm just going to solo the guitar. And that's what I love about a fuzz, is actually that break-up sound. You don't get that from a normal distortion or an overdrive. Let's have another listen. So there's no EQ on the track so far. Let's have a quick listen and see how that fits in the mix. So it fits quite well, but I think we can improve things a little bit. So I'm going to add my go-to EQ on this, which is Fabfilter Pro-Q. Now, one of the great things about the Fabfilter Pro-Q is you can actually see the frequencies that you're working with on the track. Let's have a look. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is to high and low cut. So already that's fitting a bit better in the mix for me. So the next thing I want to do is to give the track a bit of width, and I'm going to do that by adding some delay to it. And let's just use beat delay from PreSonus. But first of all, what I'm going to do is to actually make the track a stereo track. And I'm going to copy the beat delay straight into my inserts. Let's have a listen to that. Okay, let's bring the mix right back. And let's loop the section. And let's solo the track. Bring the mix back just a bit. Bring the high cut back to about 2K. Right, let's make the width ping pong. And cross delay all the way to the left. just adjust the in-pan. And there you can hear the delays. Right, let's make it 8th notes. And bring the mix back a bit. Right, let's hear that in the track. So I'm Paul from Production Expert. I hope you got something out of that, and I'll see you guys next time.